What is up, diehards? Wes Monell here. NFL free agency officially begins. It's here. And here's the latest. Dallas is trying to trade Tony Romo to the highest bidder between the teams we already suspected, the Houston Texans and the Denver Broncos. Houston, they trade Brock Osweiler to the Browns. More on those details in a minute, but that's the team I've had picking up Tony Romo all along. And we'll have our answer soon enough. Hinging on that trade outcome, the Jets hope to trade for Trevor Siemian. In other news, the Bears released quarterback Jay Cutler on the same day that they signed Mike Glennon. And they're also nearing a deal with tight end Deion Sims. Cutler, by the way, is thought to be the Jets' plan B at quarterback since signing his former QB coach, Jeremy Bates, to the staff earlier in the offseason. Philadelphia adds Torrey Smith and Alshon Jeffrey. Signs a one-year deal as well, as does guard Chance Warmack. Deshaun Jackson joins the Buccaneers, a guy they believe is the final piece to their offense. Atlanta signs former Dallas D end Jack Crawford. The Saints sign linebacker A.J. Klein from the rival Panthers, and guard Larry Warford from the Lions. New Orleans also picks up wideout and return man Ted Ginn Jr., also from the rival Panthers, which in turn means that Brandon Cooks is on the way out. No, this is not a joke. The Patriots are reportedly trying to pull off a trade for wide receiver Brandon Cooks. Nothing finalized yet, but the Pats did just sign cornerback Stephon Gilmore from the rival Bills, so the belief is that they are offering corner Malcolm Butler, former Super Bowl hero. Jacksonville lands two more free agents, cornerback A.J. Bouye and D lineman Calais Campbell. You'll hear people say, oh, Jacksonville overpaid for A.J. It's like a $67.5 million deal, $26 million guaranteed. But here's what I see. Yeah, that large lump sum payment is nice. However, you break that deal down, take out the guaranteed money. That leaves $41.5 million over a 5-year period that Bouye got. That comes out to like $8.5 million. That's the way I think in terms of buying a house and buying a car. You know, you look at the big picture, the total price and all, and you do your research, your comparisons. But when it comes down to it, if that monthly payment is affordable, if you're looking at what you're paying at the end of each year and it's affordable, then it's worth it. Then it's not overpaying. Then it's a good deal. And that's why I like the Jaguars picking up Bouye on that contract. Moving along, under the radar move, safety Jonathan Cyprien, who leaves the Jags, agrees to play for the rival Titans. After Tony Jefferson left for Baltimore, Arizona fills the void with Antoine Bethea, a veteran, at safety. And the Cardinals also signed kicker Phil Dawson. Safety Quentin Dents inks a deal with the Bears. The Rams pick up tackle Andrew Whitworth, receiver Robert Woods, and backup QB Aaron Murray. San Francisco brings on tight end Logan Paulson. Tampa Bay closing in on D lineman Chris Baker of the Redskins. In turn, Washington agrees with D lineman Terrell McClain from the rival Cowboys. Another former Cowboy, Ronald Leary, signs a deal to play on the Broncos O-line. The Panthers go and get center Ryan Khalil's brother, Matt Khalil, joining the team at tackle. And Browns making a lot of news. In that Brock Osweiler trade, they also receive a 2018 second-round pick and a sixth-rounder this year. All they give up to acquire that big contract is a fourth-rounder this year in this draft. It might be too early to tell, but it is a possibility that the Browns may just cut Osweiler. That may be a fallout from the trade. Cleveland also agrees to terms with wide receiver Kenny Britt. They're also beefing up their offensive line in impressive fashion, signing former Packers center J.C. Treader, former Bengal Kevin Zeitler at guard, and they re-signed their own guard, Joel Bitonio. Cleveland making moves. They had a good draft class last year. They have 11 picks in this draft and in 2018. Bills signed kicker Stephen Hauschka. Seahawks and veteran Jamal Charles have mutual interests. Martellus Bennett is likely to wind up in the Bay between the Raiders and the 49ers. Well, the Bay for now, when you consider the Raiders. The Chargers re-signed backup quarterback Kellen Clemens and long snapper Mike Wint. Jets bring back center Ben Ijalana. Orleans Darkwa stays in the Giants' backfield. Packers happy to keep edge rusher Nick Perry. Dolphins extend safety Rashad Jones and reunite with tight end Anthony Fasano. Saints keep D-tackle Nick Fairley in town. And the Patriots on the verge of re-signing nickel corner Deron Harmon. Philly drops 3-4 end Connor Barwin to shed salary. Lions move on from linebacker DeAndre Levy. And the Bills cut safety Aaron Williams. So yeah, it's a fast and furious free agency period. Very exciting. Draft is around the corner. More moves will be made today, tomorrow, into the weekend. And don't forget, there'll be more cuts. More veterans will be on the market. So there's going to be a second, a third, even a fourth smaller wave of free agency. So this isn't it. Maybe for the bigger names, sure. But there's going to be other names out there. There's still DeMarcus Ware out there. The Tony Romo situation, still unsettled. There's still players out there. So if you didn't get who you wanted, you might get, the next tier guy. And maybe your team will look to address, that specific need in the draft. Well, if it's a need, they obviously will. But this isn't everything. Even if you win free agency, it doesn't mean you win the Super Bowl. That's not the case. But nonetheless, I'm so excited that football is back in full force in the headlines, at least with this free agency here. It'll teeter-totter back and forth with the NBA approaching the playoffs, and then the draft will be here before we know it, and then we're back to the NBA Finals. So exciting times ahead, exciting day today and into the weekend in free agency. I will keep you posted. If you want to check out Awol Sports on Facebook, check out my Twitter, Awol_West. Type those Twitter fingers. Excited, disappointed. You got to feel something. Or if your team did nothing, what do you want in the draft? What is it? What would make you happy? It's all different for all sorts of fans on all different teams. And you diehards, we live for this, right? This is one of the things we live for. So you can hear my excitement. I understand yours. You're listening to this, trying to catch the scoop everywhere. I mean, the news just keeps pouring in. The Redskins just pick up D-tackle Stacey McGee from the Raiders. Like I said, we are far from done. It's just the first wave, the bigger names, more signings will trickle down into even this evening. Even this evening. There's still Latavius Murray. There's still Dante Hightower, Dontari Poe, Logan Ryan, Terrell Pryor, Prince Amukamara, Micah Hyde, DJ Swearinger. And then you'll get that next wave of veterans: DeMarcus Ware, Elvis Dumervil, Adrian Peterson, LeGarrette Blount, TJ McDonald. He's a nice safety. Jared Cook, Cordero Patterson. So stay tuned. Hit up Twitter, Roto World, Pro Football Talk. Ask our beloved Google. Everywhere. Football Frenzy. I'll see you, diehards.